guys, so I'm recording the video for August 30th, end of the day. So today is another day for the decision from Friday. Going into the day, we know that some micro time frame buyers are active from 417 in Q, ES 4022, right? So we have to keep that in mind because we are day traders, right? We have to watch out the micro time frame buyers, right? So because of these things, we can take reactionary long, but only here we will continue to focus on shorts. That is the main priority. But at the same time, if we see a great long setup around dream numbers or hunting levels with confluence of internals or some kind of great divergence, then we can take the longs. See, yesterday that was not the case. Yesterday I said only shorts. Today I opened up for a little bit longs, only if there is a good setup, Otherwise we will just focus on shorts. Okay, so and rest of the notes are already there in the Discord chart, right? The chart which I shared. And if buyers are strong for overnight, so overnight was like showing, hey, there are buyers active, right? Then and they are showing that they want to take it higher, right? So in that case, let them prove it by holding above dream number and yesterday's high in NQ and ES above 50-55 in ES, and take out preferred sellers area. See, so there are a lot more conditions for buyers to prove it. If they fail any of this point, sellers will be active. That is the idea, and overnight move will be fake. This is the story for Russell 567, 540 dream numbers, right? So if buyers are active, they have to hold above it, right? And if it price grows below it, then sellers are active, right? So this is the yesterday's price action, right? So today's price action, sorry. So here this was a dream number, right? So these were the chart notes. Actually, these were the chart notes. Backup buyers area, blue lines are very, very powerful, right? But see, backup buyers area here I listed as a profit target. You have to understand that thing, right? Because I'm saying if buyers are in control based on the overnight price action, right, which was up price action, so here you can see it, that overnight, here buyers were active, right? Then like here, when I was writing a note, buyers were holding higher, right? So they were active. So at that time I said they have to hold above this dream number in my notes, right? So if they fail to do so, at least sellers are there, right? So after the notes, let's say now you already look through the notes and you see price coming straight down here, right? You can play these longs here, right? Before open though, right? And then you stop doing it, because when you see this price chopping around, right, you can wait, right? Now you do not want to go long, right? But of the open, I know always dream number price usually opens around dream number and all these things, right? And dream number always works out for a few points. Sometimes it just, most of the time it gives you a lot of point, right? Either one run of the dream number. So here at 540, right, you can technically play a long here also, but it is all around dream number. It's not about contextual thing here. It's all you're playing dream number, right? And due to the overnight up move and straight fall, right, into dream number, it is exhausted there. So that's why you can play, but there is no guarantee that it will go through the other dream number, right? Because it was stuck in, you are playing basically dream number to dream number. I think one of the member also played this long. I did not take it long because I was looking for a bigger thing, So, but anyway, so this was a long, right? And here is this dream number, VWAP confluence, you can even short there too, right? But considering overnight up move, this dream number holding, right, it doesn't make sense, to short here. Rather you wait for 540 to be taken out. That is what we discuss in Discord, right? So 525, I gave some room below. So 525 to 610, this area, I said it's a gray area. That means no trading allowed, ideally, but you can fade the edges. That means you can, if price comes here, you can even short. That is fine because you are fading the edges. In between, no trading. If it price from 540 or 525, you can go long. That's a fading. But in between, don't do anything. However, if price goes above gray area, that would be the direction to trade. Either go with the flow or pull back. Same thing here, go with the flow or pull back. Okay. Similar area was tagged in ES was 41, which was this to 55. That was also gray area, similar to NQ. So if this 41 is broken and NQ breaks below 525 or 540, you know sellers are active, because now price is out of the gray area and you can trade that direction, either go with the flow or pull back. That is what we discussed clearly in Discord, right? And here there was a statement, backup buyers doesn't mean you have to buy it here, right? Because now you are being below gray area, right? So this is a profit taking area, not the long area, right? And let's say if people buy it here and this long area works out, fine. Then let price goes higher above this gray area and you can go long, you know. So these were the shorts here. Once the gray area was taken out, right, either you go with this flow or you wait for a pullback. But since price was hitting backup buyers area, it doesn't make sense to short at this lower end, right? You wait, and when price went, there was a pullback, right, here, but then, or there is a bounce here, right, but then immediately price just took out that area and then again made a new low, right, and then it pulled back. So this was the trade, because this line was also a hunting level, right? Once price went through it, this was a short right here. At the time NQ was pulling back to 525, great area, bottom of the gray area, you know, very good area here, right? It was also close to intraday VWAP too, you know. So these were the shorts, you know. Once it confirms it here, it goes up, goes down again pull back, and this bar confirmed it. So now you can short here or here at pullback, you know? And then you know that now price can tank, because this was a tanking area, right? Once it goes through it, this is your confirmation, it can tank. As I said, yesterday's low was a poor low also in ES 4017, so it may take out, right? So that's it, right? So now here it went straight into hunting levels, correct? So here you know already. So when you shorted here first time, right, you take profit here at hunting level and then you wait. If price goes through it, you are ready to short again. But instead somebody bought it here, which makes sense, right? But then what happened? Then price touched the bottom of the gray area, right reaction, I knew that sellers would be there. So I took the short at 519, you know, not at 525. That was my first trade actually. So, and then I just held it, you know. 449 was my target. Once it's achieved, I was out, you know. Yes, I sit through this chop, you know, this chop, I sit through it, because that chop was happening where? Not inside here. It was happening outside the hunting level, like bottom of the hunting level, bottom hunting level. See that? And it was holding it here. So that was giving me more confidence, right? So, and then price tanked because it started from the hunting level. New selling came, right? And then basically my target was this. I took some profit, but then I moved it to 406 here, you know. And then I bailed out right here because ES was hitting this area, thick bold area, right? So it makes sense to bail out, right? And then I said some balancing may come here, right? And if it breaks down below this, the next area is this, because there is no line in between, right? So it's a common sense. So here little balance, breakdown, pull back, you can take this short, or you can wait and this thing is going down. Now you short because most likely it's gonna go here, right? So this much margin, 60-70 point, you can grab it, you know. Same thing with ES also. Once it goes through these things, then you can short, not here, you know, because it's a thick support, right? And then I was also talking to one of the member while price was here. I said it will, when it comes here 330. See, this is the statement I put it in Discord, or while I was talking with that member on the phone, I put that recording, not recording, but our conversation live in Discord, right, at the time. And I was explaining him that here it may balance in this area. And then now he was asking where to take short, right? So I said not at the lower end now, but wait for a balancing, let price goes higher, exhausted, into one of the area, one of the level, you know. And then I also gave some guidelines around momentum, you know, how to view this momentum at that time, and then you take the trade, you know. So here price was balancing, right? Technically you can, this was the exhaustion, right? But then there was no level here actually, right? And level was far away. So you look for, because of this, and it's coming from this good support, right? So look at these bounces. See, these bounces were not that great, but look at this bounce. It was great, right? Compared to this, and there was no balancing, right? So exhaustion, straight up, without balance, but no level. So no short here, right? Then you wait, and then price was like this, right? Now you know I do not want to short here because somebody is buying it here, right? Yellow lines are good exchange area, right? So now you want to wait to see if price goes to this area, right? And like kind of a straight up move, right? And there was a VWAP also, confluence there also, right? So somewhere into this area, if price comes, right, there will be a short there. If at the same time ES is also there and there is a momentum setup, you know, it is still down, you can take that trade, right? So right here, let's straight touch, right? So either you short here, or when you see this, price takes out this, you can short right here, back to this low, or even new low now, you know. But you can take a profit anywhere here if you want. And then this happened, right? So that's how it is, you know. So that is it, you know. So I was done trading right here, you know, at 10:30, right? But these are the trades afterwards. They are all lined up, you know. And that be all. So tomorrow, since price is below hunting levels, you want to see what? Price holding below this blue lines, you know, these blue lines, this area, 25 and 480, you know, toughly. If it holding it below it, sellers are still active. If it goes above it, we have to assume price is back into, you know, trying to go into this yesterday's gray area, you know, or today's gray area. That means we have to wait and see whether price goes through this. Then we can maybe we can take a long, you know, so we will just wait and see what happens in the overnight. Now let me talk about Mboxwave very quickly. So again, as usual, we are going to watch it together. So this is Mboxwave, right? So again, I'm just watching it right now with you. I just open it up, right? Because during yesterday I did not see it, right? So now, so this is what, yesterday means today. I'm recording this video late, so that's why I'm keep talking yesterday. Because right now it's August 31st morning, right? I'm recording the video for Friday. So okay, so 8:35. So let's see what is going on in the overnight. Is this today? Is it August 31st? No, that's why I was wondering. Oh, August 30th, right? Yeah. So okay, so let's see. Let me zoom it down a little bit. Yeah, see, now it looks clear. So okay, so we are not talking about my levels here. Okay, so this was the bottom, right? So multiple times price hit this area, right, and it was holding, so it's a visible support, right? And then, you know, this is also another area where price, you know, was hesitating and then breakout, you know. But at least by looking at this, you know, you are saying, hey, buyers are in control, right? Pretty much it's just visible thing, right? Look at the buying here also, right? And buyers are in control pretty much, right? So, and then what happened, right? So then we scroll forward a little bit before open. Now we see some selling coming in, right? And then right into this support, right? And then what happened? And it's holding it here, right? But while it's holding this support, right, you can see here is this selling, lots of selling. There is no demand here at all. So remember, we just do this support, right? And this support. This support was good because it was resistance before, right? It was holding as a resistance, but there was a lot of buying here, right? And then price took out this area on the way back down, right? You want some buyers to defend these things, right? And you can see it, they were defending it, but they were not visible. invisible buyers, right? Looks like it, but there are visible sellers here, right? So if given a choice, most likely is going to break down and at least go up to here, right? That you can play if you see something and you are seeing it here, right? Then let's see what happened. Of the open, you can see triple algo. That was your sign to short, right? But so when price for the first candle, you can see this, second candle, this, third candle, this, you can short right here. Okay, then you can at least target this bare minimum, and if it breaks below it, you have a lottery. You know, this selling was coming, right? This selling was coming, everything was good, right? And then you can see it touched here, you took some profit here, right? And now you put your stop loss somewhere around here, and then just wait, right? If it breaks below, you can add more, right? So which is this area, see that? Selling, more selling, right? So you can add more here. See? Now, so that was your trade, and that is all, you know. So now let me talk about little bit, let me show you something. So these are the areas, 525. So this was the area I listed as a gray area in Discord for members. You know, I said, you know what, this area is a gray area. It would be for open at 6 around, in pre-market voice around 9 o'clock. I said trade above it or below it, or you can fade the edges. So you can go long here, right? And this was my dream number, 540. This, okay. So this was the dream number. This was the gray area, and hold on. So now you can see how it played out the level wise. See, the first time dream number touch, price bounce, right? This was my another dream number, very powerful area, 567. Okay, and this was like extension, right? So here it broke below this gray area. So now this would be the direction. I said either you go with the flow or you wait for a pullback. And then this was my trade. My trade was right here, 525 pullback trade, right? So and that be all, no? So easy peasy. And then you can see, you know, price just tank, right? So that's how it is, and that be all.